Minerals are one of the nutrients. In the previous videos, in this lesson, we discussed about different nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins. Like these nutrients, minerals are also needed by the body for normal functioning. Some of the minerals are needed by the body in greater concentration. They are called as macronutrients. Our body needs some of the nutrients or some of the minerals in small amount. They are called as micronutrients. Both macronutrients and micronutrients play lot of roles in our body. Now let us see the examples of macronutrients. Calcium, sodium, potassium are some of the macronutrients. Our body needs these minerals in more amount. Calcium is a part of our bone. Sodium and potassium play an important role in the functioning of muscles and carrying of signal through the nerves. The micronutrients are iron, iodine. Our body needs iron and iodine in small amount, but in small amount they play lot of functions in our body. Calcium is a nutrient. It's a mineral. It is a part of our bone. You know, our bone is made up of bone cells, protein and calcium. We can get calcium from the following food items: fish, egg, milk products, beans, cabbage. We have to take needed calcium to maintain bone health. It is a constituent of bone. An enamel of teeth. What is enamel? The shining outer part of tooth is enamel. It is the hardest part of our body. Calcium also plays an important role in the clotting of blood. In the one of the previous videos, we had learnt that vitamin K is necessary for clotting of blood, but the clotting of blood takes place in the presence of calcium. And calcium also controls muscle contraction. Our muscles contract based on the signal coming from brain, but the process of muscle contraction is organized by the calcium ions inside the muscle cells. If you do not take needed calcium, if you do not take calcium rich food, that will result in bone deformities. Bone formation will be affected and growth of the bone will be affected. In adult, when the calcium intake through the food is low, osteoporosis will happen. This is normal bone tissue. Normal bone tissue is harder, but because of the lack of calcium in the food, osteoporosis disease occurs. It makes the bone weak and soft. The calcium is removed, so holes appear. In order to prevent the osteoporosis and other bone related problems, we have to take needed calcium through the calcium rich food. Sodium is also an important mineral. It is found in common salt. We get sodium from our cooking salt. The sodium maintains fluid balance. Body fluid is found inside the cell and outside the cell also. The blood has water, that is the fluid outside the cell. Inside the cell also fluid is there. The normal fluid level or fluid balance is maintained with the help of sodium, and it involves in neurotransmission. What is neurotransmission? Transmission of signals through the nerves is called as neurotransmission. From our eyes, ears, nose, tongue and all the sense organs, the signal is carried to the brain through the nerves. That is neurotransmission. And from the brain, signals are carried through the nerves to the muscles for functioning, for action. That is also neurotransmission. Carrying of signal through the nerves is called as neurotransmission. That needs the sodium. When the sodium in our food is low, that will result in muscular cramps, tightening of muscles. The nerve impulse do not get transmitted. There will be problem in the transmission of nerve impulse. When there is continuous vomiting, there will be loss of this salt. So people are advised to take water where salt and sugar is dissolved. Otherwise people will get very tired because of lack of or problem in neurotransmission, nerve impulse. When the signal is not carried through nerves, our body cannot function properly. So sodium is important for maintaining fluid balance, that is the liquid balance inside the body, and neurotransmission, that is carrying of signal through the nerves. The potassium also plays a role that is more or less similar to the sodium. It is available in whole grains, sweet potato, banana, nuts, gooseberry, lemon, orange. Gooseberry, lemon, orange are commonly called as citrus fruits. The potassium regulates nerve and muscle activity. The activity of nerves and muscles are supported by potassium. If the potassium is not taken through the food sources, that will result in muscle fatigue. Fatigue, the word is related to tiredness. When we use the muscle for long duration, we will get the tiredness in the muscle. That is called as fatigue. People will easily get fatigue if there is low level of potassium. And nerve impulse do not get transmitted. Like the sodium, the potassium also involves in the transmission of nerve impulses. Iron is a micronutrient. Our body needs iron in small amount. It is a component of hemoglobin. What is hemoglobin? The substance that gives red color to the blood is hemoglobin. Iron is a part of hemoglobin, so it is very important. It is found in spinach, broccoli, dates, nuts, whole cereal, fish, liver. So these are the food sources from which we can get iron. It is important component of hemoglobin. What is hemoglobin? A red color pigment. The hemoglobin is packed inside the red blood cells. If the iron intake through our food is low, hemoglobin will not be produced properly. That will reduce the number of red blood cells. Reduction in the number of red blood cells is a disease called as anemia. When people are anemic, the skin becomes pale, the color becomes pale, and people will get tired easily because hemoglobin carries oxygen. Oxygen is necessary for energy production. That hemoglobin formation needs iron because iron is a part of hemoglobin. So iron deficiency affects the production of hemoglobin. That will result in anemia, that is decrease in the number of red blood cells. This hemoglobin is packed inside the red blood cells. Hemoglobin gives color to the blood. So this is very important in India. Many young people are anemic, many mothers are anemic, so it is necessary to get enough iron through our food. Iodine is a micronutrient. It is a part of a hormone. We will learn more about hormone in the next year in 10th standard. You know what are hormones? Hormones are some substances produced inside the body. The hormones control some of the activities of our body. Iodine is a part of hormone. It is available in milk, seafood. It is mainly available in iodized salt nowadays. It is necessary for the formation of thyroid hormone. Thyroid gland produces thyroid hormones. Thyroid gland is found on the sides of the neck region. So when the hormone is not produced due to low intake of iodine, if the iodine intake is low, thyroid hormones will not be produced. So the gland will swell. The thyroid gland in the neck region will swell. That disease is called as goiter. By taking the iodized salt, this disease can be corrected.